Hey everybody, welcome into Farm Cooking with Nan. Today we're going to be making a chicken, broccoli, and rice casserole. I hope you'll stay tuned through the whole video. Love y'all. We've got our chicken going in the pressure cooker, and I just turned it off and I'm letting it cool down before I open it. I'm going to take one, this is just a 10-ounce bag of broccoli florets. Doesn't matter what brand you got. This is just what I had in the freezer. And you can just throw this in a dish and be fine, but I want to roast it a little bit to give it an added flavor. Okay, I'm gonna just spritz a little bit of oil in here, and I'm going to dump my florets and every little thing out of there. Okay, now I'm going to put them in a 400-degree oven and just let them roast a little bit. It just gives it another depth of flavor. Okay, let's pop this in here. I'll watch them, and when they start to brown a little bit in places or darken, I will go ahead and pull them out. Okay, I got my broccoli out of the oven. It's just a little bit browned and tipped. I sprayed it with a little bit of oil before I put it in. Let me use this. I did some rice in the microwave. I'm going to just toss that around a little bit. You can see how nice and loose. I did a cup of rice to 2 cups of water, a little butter, a little salt, and that's what I done. So I'm gonna set this back over here for a minute while I put some things into my rice. I'm a little scattered, so be patient with me today because this is my first time back, since I've been sick. And I've got my rice in here. I told y'all I cooked it with one cup of rice to 2 cups of water, a little butter, a little salt, and go by the directions on the back of your package of rice, okay? But I've already got it out and I've tossed it. I'm gonna put about a half a cup of sour cream, and I'm gonna put about 2 cups. I don't know if I'll use a full 2 cups, but I'm gonna start out with about one. Let's see what I got left. I got a third left. Oh, I got a half. I'm gonna put 1.5 cups of that was homemade chicken broth. I'm gonna put that in there. Now, I normally use Kobe Jack cheese. I thought I had a full container of Kobe Jack, a block of Kobe Jack, but I did not have it. So I'm going to have to use what I've got in the freezer. And I've got a little bit of this four-state cheddar cheese. It's all kinds of different ones by Sargento. I'm gonna try to measure that for y'all because I'm not. Let me grab my measuring cup here. About a little bit less than a cup in that. And put that in there. A little bit less than a cup. And I'm going to add just a little bit. The other thing that I've got is Mexican-style 4 cheese. Mexican-style 4 cheese cheese. And I'm going to just put some of that to make a whole cup, Make a whole cup in there. Because I was a little short, wasn't I? And then I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Let me grab that. I also wonder if y'all do this. After you're sick, you just things don't register right. I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. And I'm going to put, let me see what else I'm missing here. My rotisserie chicken, I'm going to add probably, let me stir that up a little bit. And then we're going to put in some rotisserie chicken. I'm going to put probably about 2 chicken breasts worth in here. I don't want to make something so big after we have not been eating very much to be to where I don't want to waste any. Put it to you that way. I don't want to waste any. Let me stir that all up. And let's see. Got my sour cream. And I've got my chicken broth. And I've got my long grain rice in there. I've got my broccoli florets that are sitting over here. Still pretty warm. Still pretty warm. We'll wait just a minute on that. And I've got a little bit of my sharp cheddar cheese put in there. And that looks about like it. Hang on a minute. Kept thinking something ain't right. I'm gonna put 1 can of cream of chicken soup in there. And get my finger out of there. It's all right, Sadie. She's laying there watching me. Okay. Now, stir this up real good, and I'm going to put some salt and some pepper. I'm going to taste of it and decide what kind of other seasonings that I need to put in there. So let's get our salt and pepper. I've already salt and peppered. Uh-oh. Hang on a minute. I got about to get a drip here. There we go. I'm going to put a pinch of pepper. I already had pepper that I put into the chicken broth that I made. And I'm going to put some salt, 2 pinches, well, one thing I know I forgot. Let me grab my onion. I know I put onion powder, but you know I normally cut up an onion. I forgot all about it. So I'm just going to put about 2 tablespoons, maybe 2 tablespoons of this is minced onion, dried onion, minced dried onion. I'm going to put just a tad bit more sour cream, okay? No, I'm going to put just a little bit more. Y'all say, Nan, that's the stuff has messed with your mind. I'm going to put about just a couple tablespoons more, since I put that minced onion in there, of the chicken broth. Don't want it to be dry. Don't want it to be soupy, but don't want it to be dry. Now, just gonna that's pretty good. Pretty good. Now, let me look. Put that cheese. Let's see. It's hard for me today. My level of strength is going down. Okay, I'm going to get my broccoli over here. And I'm going to, well, let's see, grab a spoon here. and just, you can tell it's about done right there. I'm just going to chop it up into some smaller pieces. But I wanted that little bit of a roast on it tonight. I don't know, just like a roasted broccoli. You know, I might regret having broccoli tonight because I love broccoli, but broccoli is a gasser. It creates gas in some people. And now see, that's enough for my whole thing there. And now I'm going to pour this mixture all over. We got our rice, we got our chicken, we got our broccoli. And in between where I've not been to the grocery store, I just had to make my own broth and had to cook my rice ahead of time. You can, you know, do it the other way where you don't. I'm gonna put this where you just put your rice in, but you gotta compensate with your fluids. I just wanted my rice already done. And I'm going to just sort of stir that around a little bit to make sure that that gets combined with the broccoli. The next two things I'm going to put on there, I'm going to put a layer of cheese, and then I'm going to do some of our favorite crackers on top. Let me get my oven preheated to 350, and I'm going to bake. Hang on a minute. Now everything in here is about done. You know what I'm saying? It's already been cooked, so it's not like I got to cook it for an hour. But I'm going to, let me grab one little thing. Watch out, Sadie. Watch out, honey. I'm so sorry. We're going to bake it for about 30 minutes, and I'll have to get my crackers. But right now, I'm going to preheat my oven to 350. And I'm going to, well, I had it already on 400, roasting my. Now listen, if you've got cheddar, use cheddar on this, or Kobe Jack. Like I said, I don't have it today, and I'm not going to the grocery store. So I'm just using what I've got in the refrigerator, compensating, you know? Just compensating. Now that was about a half of a 16-ounce bag, about 8 ounces I put on there. Now let me grab my crackers and we'll be ready to go. We're gonna make up some crackers. When Gabby got married, there was so many crackers left over. I left those club crackers. I'll show you what kind of box they come in. They sent me almost a full box of these club crackers and said we had them left over from the reception, and I was like, oh Lord, well, I'm gonna use them for something. So I'm taking those and using those instead of the Ritz today, but you can use Ritz crackers. You can use anything you want. I just crunched up one of these, and I put 1 stick of butter in there melted, and I'm just going to crunch these up. We got a runny day today here. I don't know about how it is in your neck of the woods, but it's been a rainy, just a dreary, rainy day. But it's been warmer than normal, and so thankful for that, because there is nothing worse than cold temperatures. Cold temperatures on an old woman's body. Now, I don't think I'm going to need 3 of those. Let me get the rest of this. I just cleaned that up. Now, ain't that the way it goes? Sadie's down here hoping I'll drop one little crumb under me. She's rotten. She is a rotten girl. Yesterday was my mother-in-law's 87th birthday. If you're out somewhere and see Barbara Davis, you wish her a happy birthday the 30th of January. I'm just going to crunch these just a little bit smaller. I don't like to get a big piece. But with that butter will help these little light colored crackers to brown a little bit and be pretty on the top, I hope. Okay. I'm gonna put just a little bit more of the cheese on there. I'd say I used about 10 ounces. You use according to what you like, okay? Now we're just going to smooth that out a little bit. It's hard to say that it is a casserole until you have put your crackers on there, isn't it? We Southerners, we like crackers on top of our casseroles. Now I'm going to cover this and bake it about 30 minutes. And if it's not browned under the aluminum foil, then I will, my get up and go has done run off and left, youngins. But, I don't know what I'm going to serve with this tonight. Really, you wouldn't have to serve anything. You've got rice in here. You've got chicken. You've got your broccoli. Ruby. Now, my oven is preheated. I'm going to put it in. We'll check it back in about 30 minutes. I'll clean this mess up. Okay, we left it in the oven. I left it in the oven about 30 minutes. You just want it to be nice and bubbly, you know. And I'm going to tell y'all, please, this is going to be delicious. I already got the spoon out and I already got the bowl out. But I'm just going to tell y'all something. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait till supper time before Pop comes in and I finish all the other things. It is delicious. I know it's going to be delicious. Look at that. Yummy. Yummy. Let's let this cool for a little while. I just want to thank y'all for watching, young'uns. I've said on some other videos that I don't know exactly what's going on. I'm hearing from a lot of people that says, Nan, I've been following you, but I don't see you anymore. And I thought you were gone, and I thought you weren't cooking anymore. And I was like, Lord have mercy, honey, I'm on here, 6 days a week. And so I don't know what's going on. Really don't know. But the good Lord knows. And don't know if it's something happening that if you all don't make a comment. I've heard that if you don't make a comment, Facebook thinks, well, they're not interested in watching this anymore. So you stop getting notifications telling you when I'm on. I don't know if that's what it is. That's what I've been heard. And if that's what it is, you have to go back over to my page and you have to follow me again, because that's the only way you'll get notifications again. So I'm really not hungry, but I'm going to take a little bite. I baked it. You could put this in the oven uncovered. It's been a while since I've made it. So it definitely, 30 minutes, it was bubbling all over, and that's all you need is it to bubble. But those light colored crackers, I just wanted them tipped a little bit with some brown, so I took the foil off and let it stay in there about 10, 15 more minutes just to see if I could brown it up a little bit, and that's the best browning I could get. Hot. And oh my, delicious. It is so good. Now listen, I'm going to talk to you a little bit. You can just buy you a bag of steam fresh broccoli and just pop it in the microwave and then drain all the juices off. You don't have to pop it in the oven like I did, but I just felt like that if I roasted my broccoli a little bit, it'd be really good. So I did. This is really good. I'm not hungry, but this is really good. Okay, you can buy rotisserie chicken and use it in this. You can do like I done. The old saying goes, I got 2 birds with 1 stone. I popped my 3 pieces of chicken into, which I only used 2 in this, but I put 2 pieces of chicken in my pressure cooker, and I filled it all the way up with water, and I made me some fresh chicken broth. And I've got 3 containers plus what I used in this to put into the freezer to use with other things, and that tickles me to death whenever I can, you know, it really tickles me that I can have some broth for another time, because I use broth constantly. But to make this shorter and everything, you can, you know, buy you a bag of steam fresh broccoli, steam it, chop it up. You can buy you a rotisserie chicken. That's really good too, you know, and use that. Or you can get you a couple chicken breasts and boil them and put plenty of seasonings in there and make you some good broth to use in it while you're cooking your chicken. And you can do and shred your chicken up, and you can do that. So there's a lot of shortcuts you can take to make this. And just, I mean, you can put it all in one dish and one pot and stir it up and pour it into your dish, and then do your breadcrumbs on top. And you've got a delicious broccoli and cheese and chicken and rice casserole. So I'm going to go. I have wore y'all out today. I'm sorry for being scatterbrained. You know, by the time that I got this in the oven, I had to go and turn the fan on in the den and just let the fan blow on me. I was drenched in sweat. I thought, Lord have mercy, what's wrong with me? But I guess that's your body's way of trying to expel all the bad stuff when you've been sick. It's still trying to get rid of it, isn't it? Well, I'm going to hush about that. I want to thank you all, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for watching. I know you could be doing so many things, but you are faithful, and I so appreciate it. I really, really do, and I appreciate you sharing. I appreciate you sharing the videos and with your friends and with your family and maybe people you go to church with or whatever. I really do appreciate that. I hope you get a chance to make you some of this wonderful broccoli, cheese, and chicken and rice casserole. I really do. You won't be disappointed, because I could eat this and nothing else. I really could. I'm going to fix Pop. I I'm going to ask him what else. I fixed him a little salad. He was wanting a salad tonight. So I fixed him a little salad to go with his. And, you know, I'll try to get a picture of that for y'all so that you can see what we have with ours. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, and I appreciate so much the prayers from this sickness. And I want you to know that I've been praying for you all, because this stuff is going around, and everybody just be very careful and don't play around with this. It's dangerous. You know, you can get dehydrated, and if you don't have people there with you, you just need to keep drinking, okay? And I know that's hard to say when things are, your stomach is going crazy, but please keep drinking and keep hydrated. Well, listen, I'm going to go. I love y'all, and I want you to know how much the good Lord loves you. Don't ever forget that, young'uns. How would we ever make it through things in our life without the Lord? Tom come running through here. He's going to see the boys. But how would we ever make it without the Lord? I will see you all next time. Papa must be coming in from the field. I love y'all, and I appreciate you so much. Bye-bye.